It's James. Welcome back. I'm so glad to be here, and thank you to everyone who has made this possible. We have finally hit over 1,000 subscribers. I am unbelievably happy. I just thrilled that it took a lot of work to get here, and I believe a lot of credit goes to you, the new subscribers, especially. Thank you for the people that have stuck around. Um, This is a lot of trial and error and watching other videos and learning from people. And because you can watch other videos, you can watch what other people do to try to learn. I watch car videos with Rady's Rides, and I watch uh, straight pipes, and then a great car mechanic is Scotty Kilmer, and the Throttle House. So Rady's Rides is very influential to me because there's certain phrases he says in every video, and I realized that that's what people kind of expect when they watch YouTube. They expect you to be consistent. So there's that, and then just watch. There's some people that make content about making videos, so I've watched some of that, tried to learn from that. Slowly over time, we've improved the equipment. Right now, I'm using a Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, um, and I think it's absolutely wonderful. I've finally learned how to put the split screen up when doing the videos, because right now I want to share a Bible passage, and before I'd have to have a physical Bible in my hand or another device, where I can clearly look at the screen and read this. And I want to share this Bible verse because this is something that clearly these wolves in sheep's clothing are not doing. Goes If you want to follow along, it's in Luke 9:23. We will put it up on the screen. Jesus said to them all, "If anyone wants to become my follower, he must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me." Verse 24, "For whoever wants to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for me will save it. What does it benefit a person if he gains the whole world but forfeits himself? For whoever is ashamed of me and my words, the Son of Man will be ashamed of that person when he comes in glory, and in the glory of the Father and the holy angels." See, Christianity is a religion of sacrifice. Jesus was willing to die on the cross to set people free. And he calls us to live a life of sacrifice. He calls us to live a life where we serve one another and care for one another and pray for one another. And quite frankly, these wolves in sheep's clothing, they get in power and they think that everybody's supposed to just bow the knee and give them whatever they want. And that's not the mentality of a Christian. That's not how Christians are supposed to behave at all. And I would just implore and beg people who are in ministry, if you happen to watch this video, pay attention to how many things. There's a difference between delegating things to other people. John Maxwell says if somebody is 80% as good as you are, you delegate it to somebody else. That way you can focus on the essential things. I mean, even the apostles did that when they created the deacons. They food distribution, they can handle that. So we can focus on preaching and preaching the word and prayer. But leaders need to focus on how many things do you ask people to do for you, as opposed to how many things are you doing and how many ways are you serving other people. If more people are serving you than you are serving others, that's a problem. That's a huge red flag. You know, the fact that Robert Morris allegedly was only coming in the office like a day and a half out of the week. He was supposed to be working from home. That ought to tell you something. Because the leader is supposed to be leading. There's a difference between delegating so you can focus on their main tasks versus delegating to avoid doing things. That's not a servant's heart. That's not what Jesus calls us to. He calls us to deny ourselves, take up our cross, and follow him. And so watch the behavior of your senior pastor, people on staff. How do they behave? How do they model good behavior? Because ultimately in the Army, I learned this wonderful phrase, and that is that you lead by example. Jesus led by example. The good ministers I've seen over the years lead by example. Wolves in sheep's clothing talk a good game when they're on the platform, when they're behind the pulpit, but then you get to know their lives, and that's why Jesus said you'll know them by their fruit. So anyway, this whole video, I just want to say thank you to everybody for helping us get over 1,000 subscribers. If you are new, please hit like and subscribe. We are here exposing the deeds of darkness. We are here to expose wolves in sheep's clothing. And so we've got coming up, there's a third story on the Wartburg Watch about Jim Bakker's pastor, and I use that term loosely when it comes to Joe Campbell. There's another story I printed off as well. So we've got some good stuff coming up. So until then, until tomorrow, I hope you have a great day, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of this community. Bye.